Welcome to Ozark Family Homestead.
Yay!
Hey guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead. And at the time when I'm filming this, we have just recently posted our big finale of the summer kitchen building, the part 1 of it. So we're gonna start part 2 because things are still rolling along in the final segments of getting this building done. I keep glancing over at it because it's just right over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you inside and kind of show you some footage of where we stopped at part 1, because today our builder friend is due to come back again, and he's going to keep going on getting this project wrapped up. And I'm excited to take you guys along with us and show you the final product when everything is just done, and you guys can share in the excitement with our family. So I'm going to go ahead and take you inside. Here we go. For those of you that may not know what we're talking about when we say summer kitchen, it is this building right here. Now this building is separate from our home, which is right over here. And in this separate building, we have 2 levels. The upstairs has a bedroom for our 3 teenage boys and a sewing room in the back, just for crafts and things like that. There's a big deck on the back, a smaller deck here on the front. The downstairs is really like 2 spaces into one here. Kind of a game room, hangout area for kids, and then a summer kitchen, actual part of the summer kitchen building. And I'm going to take you inside and show you the lower level. The upstairs has been completed for a little while now, and I have whole separate videos on that process when the boys' bedroom and the sewing room were in their final stages. So we have an entire playlist for summer kitchen progress, and we'll link that in the description box below so you can see the other things when the decks were completed and all the other stuff, siding put on, and all of this was completed. Well, not all of it. Before we had our YouTube channel, we were just using our own personal funds that we were saving up to do this, but once our YouTube channel got monetized, then that money went towards completing the rest of the process. So let's go inside and see what the downstairs looks like now, and then I'll take you guys along. Hi, Star Boy. You come to see Mama. He is just such a lovey cat. He loves to be loved on. Yes. And he likes to hang out here. His favorite spot is to sun himself there on the concrete or on the stairs of the deck. So I will show you before I go in the foundation here. I don't know if the shadows are going to mess this up because the sun is still coming up over there. August of 2021 is when we had this concrete slab poured. Star. And we have all 7 of the kids' handprints put there in the concrete as well. So helps me remember when this whole project got started. Isn't that right, Star? All right. Let's go inside. So I'm inside the lower level of the summer kitchen here, and this is where part 2 of our big finale begins. And it begins where part 1 ended. Let me see, what am I going to show you? This front part here is more of the game room, hangout spot area, and then in the back, past that last pillar there, is where the actual kitchen, preserving food prep area is going to be. Where we're at right now, everything has been painted, the trim work has all been put up, ceiling fans are being purchased today, so sometime this week the ceiling fans should be put up. And I have also purchased let me come to the back here first. I have also purchased an industrial stainless steel sink, plus a refrigerator, and a gas stove, and a freeze dryer, you guys. So, spent lots of money this week and have lots of big things coming to complete this space. This is the wood cook stove. We actually built the building around the cook stove. It was the first thing. Once the foundation was poured, the wood cook stove got set on it, and that's where this whole thing started. So this is where we're at. And I'm just going to take you guys along as things start getting installed. We're going to leave the floor concrete. That is the current plan. And we'll see if we have to switch gears at some point. We are going to get one more of these stainless steel rolling cart table things. And the below areas where I'm going to store all of our empty canning jars, pressure canners, water bath canners, all that stuff will be stored on the lower level. And then the upper level will be for whenever we have gatherings, you know, laying food out, plugging in crock pots, setting out drinks, all of that kind of stuff. Over here in the corner, we are going to switch out some of our deep freezes. This one's a little too big for the space. We do have a smaller one. So we are going to put the smaller deep freeze right over here. I'm going to need to be utilizing that when I'm using my freeze dryer in the future. So I do want a chest freezer in here, but just not this big. So the smaller one will go here. This one will be moved to another place on our farm. And I have ordered a large, long cabinet to go under this window for games and puzzles to live out here instead of inside the house. So this is where we're currently at. There's some touch-up things that our builder friend needs to do. You know, there's some touch-up on some paint, and this trim piece up here is going to be prettied up a little bit. So there's just a few things like that, and we will see by the end of the video what we have to work with when it is all said and done. So I'll be back when I have something more to show you. Another day, guys. I have another summer kitchen update for you. So I'm going to take you inside the building and we'll see what there is to see. Our builder friend came out. He actually has been out here for 2 days. The first day he worked on the house. Let me see, spin around. The roof line of the house up there, that little peak there. Whenever we had the tornado come through the end of May, that tree right there in front of the house split, and it shaved down the sides of the shingles there on that little peak, and they were real raggedy. So that first day that he came out, he fixed shingles for us. It's been on the to-do list for a little bit. Temperature is beautiful and cool outside now. And so he was able to get up on the roof that first day and fix things. So that was great. I'm glad to have that done. But the second day he did work in the summer kitchen, and I'm going to show you what he was able to get done on the second day. So here we are inside the summer kitchen, and if you can look up at the ceiling, you can see he was able to get all 4 of the ceiling fans put up during that day of work. And we went with black. I went back and forth between do I get white ones or black ones, but we ended up going with black because there have been some changes to the color scheme of things, but I'll show you that whenever things actually arrive. So the ceiling fans that I got, I'm going to show you the box as well. I wasn't thoroughly happy with them. The only thing that I would like to change is, if you can see the little half moon decoration there, that metal piece. I've had these kind in the past and they get so dirty. They collect all the dust in those 3 little segments of that metal piece. And so I was hoping to get one that did not have that little decoration on there, but this is all I could find in black. That was the flush mount, the ceiling hugger type of ceiling fan, and had the chains hanging down. So many have remote controls nowadays, and I did not want to have to keep up with 4 separate remote controls, and I didn't want to have to do that. So I did want ones with the chains, and this has the little LED bulbs inside there too. So this is what we went with. We got it at Home Depot, They were right at $60. I think 59 something is what I think it was, but this is the one we did end up getting. I guess that's the model number there on the upper right, in case anyone wanted to go with it. Now, and at first we were not going to get ceiling fans with lights in them. We were just going to have the fans themselves, but here, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna turn these fans on. I gotta move, get an arm. Okay. Now, if you can see, I hope it picks up on camera, the lights from the ceiling fans are a yellower, a dimmer color than in the ceiling lights that we do have. And we actually kind of like that. Some people complained about it on the reviews, but we like this because our plan is probably use these bright ceiling lights for the majority of the time. But let me reach around again. I'm going to turn off the main lights. When we're in here maybe watching a movie or something as a family, I think we're just going to keep the ceiling fan lights on. It'll be dimmer, but it'll still give light. And I kind of like having dim lights and bright lights available to us. So that is what our thought process is on the lights. So I'm pretty sure that's all he did that second day. He didn't even work a full day. He worked a partial day. He is coming back, and my understanding at this point is he's going to be working on some touch-up things. So we've got, you know, like down here by the outlet, there's some touch-up to do there, and around the box here, touch-up things. This extra little piece of odd trim, he's going to paint out somehow. He has plans on how to beautify this a little bit. It is hiding, there's some electrical wiring that I don't understand the reason. Shawn has explained it to me, but it didn't go in the wall like it normally would. I don't know. This is to camouflage that electrical wiring. There is some beautifying of this trim here around the air conditioning units, and the other one on the other side of the wall, the other side of the building has that same trim work that needs to be beautified. Shawn also, guys, we had the live stream just the other evening, and you guys were adamant that we had to seal the concrete floor. So Shawn has picked up some concrete sealer, and that is not on the to-do list for today, but later this week, that is something I believe our builder friend is going to do half the room, and he said we can't use it for 48 hours, and then we will move all the stuff to the finished half, and he will then do this half. So that is on the agenda as well. Really wanted to get that done before the big stuff started arriving. The fridge, the stove, the sink, freeze dryer, all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, get the floor done so it's just less things to move. Oh, another thing on the to-do list, I forgot about this one. The black here going up into the chimney, it got bashed up a little bit in the installation process, so he does have some stove paint. He's going to fix up that chimney, the little nicks and dings, and where the silver is showing through on there. So that's my understanding at this point of what we're looking at. And I guess whenever, oh, see, this still needs to be done too for the freeze dryer. That's the devoted outlet for the freeze dryer. But whenever there's more stuff to show you, I will come on out and make another video and show you the direction that things are going. So we're going to get going on our day. Children are doing morning jobs. I have laundry running, and we're just gonna do the next thing. Today's a school day for us, so I did label the light fixtures so everybody can tell what's what. So I'm gonna head on back out and see what the day holds, and I'll be back with you guys on another day. Good morning, guys. It's a new day, and I have an update for you on the summer kitchen. I'm already out here at the building, so I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you what's going on inside. I've got Starboy out here with me again. He came to tell me hi and get loved on a little bit, didn't you, buddy? All right, going on inside here. Flip on the lights. Okay, so, well, the plan for today, you can probably just see that up front. Everything has been moved from the back of the building here to the front of the building. Everything is just kind of squished in here. And Star has come in to check things out too, because that sealant is going to go on that half of the flooring today. And my understanding is we cannot walk on it for 48 hours. So it's just going to stay like this. And at another point, we will scoot everything else back to the back end of the building. And then this front half will get done. So yesterday, our builder friend just came for just a couple hours in the afternoon, and he did the touch-ups here on the paint that I had showed you earlier. Needed to be touched up there, down by the outlet. Yeah, he worked on the trim around the air conditioning unit. I can tell that he did that. So he just did some touch-up things as far as paint out here. And he did bring some supplies with him. This right here apparently is for the gas line. And I guess, here, I'll just take you outside with me, yeah, and show you what the plan is as far as that gas line there. So let's head on back out. Got Starboy's tail right there. He says, come follow me. I got some girls following me out here too. I'm showing everybody what's going on in the summer kitchen. I don't have... And Starboy. I'm out here with Starboy. Yeah. He says, hey girls, you should probably love on me.
Remember?
What?
The dog juice? Big little doll.
Okay. I don't know. I need to fix your hair though.
I can have to leave my hair down. I go outside.
You're going to leave your hair down? When we go back in, I'll fix it. I'm going to go around here and show everybody the big old propane tank. And with that yellow, that piping tubing, the plan is a gas line needs to be run from the tank. Morning chores are getting done, so ducks and chickens are, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. So a gas line is going to be run from the tank and then back here to the back side of the building. And this is where the gas stove is going to be coming in. Right under that window is where the gas stove is going to be placed. So that's where the line needs to be run. There's going to be I guess a little trencher machine coming to actually, you know, put the trench in through the ground. Hey guys. So, all right, you noisemakers. I know Andrew and David are out here making their way around everybody, doing all the animal chores. This is the second batch of turkeys there. They're still in the chicken tractor, but they'll be moved out with the grown ones here soon. The grown ones are out there. Oh, I've got grown ones out there amongst some other ducks and chickens. There they are. So, and also we've got big things arriving today, like by semi-truck. They said a semi-truck with a 40-foot trailer is delivering something today. So I see the little one. Look at the little one. That's from one of the babies. Here, let me see if can I zoom in. A little bitty chickie. Well, I guess not little bitty. Is it? Yeah, we have little young ones walking around out here too, because some mamas have hatched babies. There's all kinds of stuff going on out here. It's a busy place. Got the goats back there. All kinds of stuff going on in the mornings. It gets loud out here.
Can I go on your back?
There you go. Piggyback ride.
Yay!
All right, guys, I will be back whenever we have something new to show you. Should be big things here soon as all the big stuff starts arriving. Where you going?
It feels like it's springtime.
It feels like it's springtime. Actually, it feels like it's fall.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll be back. Say bye, guys. All right, we have an update. How hillbilly did you feel getting this all the way up here?
Well, you know, we always figure out how to work with what we got. And so, it's just only been a couple of months ago, we upgraded, got a heavier duty cart.
Yeah, here,
so
let me spin around and show everybody our...
So we've been using a cart for years to haul water buckets, but we got a heavier duty cart.
And this cart can hold a lot more weight than the old one.
Weight.
Yeah, so this, guys, is my commercial sink. The stainless steel with the drain boards on both sides. Sink, and it came on a FedEx truck with a 40-foot trailer, Shawn?
Yeah.
A 40-foot trailer, like a box truck that you see going down the interstate. And we live out in the middle of nowhere, and there was no way that big truck was coming up here to the actual summer kitchen to drop this sink off. So we had to meet him at the nearest spot
that a truck could make it.
that a truck could make it. And he got this off the truck, and then we had to figure out how to get it from there to here, and this is what we came up with. Our raggedy lawnmower and our nice new trailer. So this did the job, and fortunately we have enough people that we could put mama, daddy, and children all around this sink and get it up here where it needs to be. So at this point, we are going to go ahead and start opening it up. There is one spot that looks like the wood has been bashed in right here, but it's under the shrink wrap stuff. So I'm hoping my sink is good, but we're going to go ahead and start opening it up and just, just double check and see what we've got. Let's see how this goes. Exciting times, guys. When I get done showing this, I need to take them inside and show them what was done inside today.
I got it. I got it again of this thing.
You did? I can't see any damage from here. So just because, do you see a dent or anything?
No, that's what I'm looking at the guy.
Because this is where this board was busted pretty good, and that's what had us concerned, that this would have come in and whacked. Is that just protective?
Yeah, this is just to keep it from getting scratched.
Okay, so it peels off, I guess. What is this up here? Is that just on the paper?
You have a scratch on it.
It's a scratch, but it's on the back side of it?
Back side.
Okay, it's not
I'd
dented.
say this is whatever.
Okay.
This is going to be.
That's
you
what whacked.
You can see the marks.
Yeah.
Like something pushed in on
Well,
there.
it said we need to check it out after delivery and report anything that might be wrong. Nobody can get me. You are on a rock, a big rock. Okay. Oh, they've got the corners. It's packaged pretty well, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe you pull.
Guys, I spent so much time researching sinks. Oh, look at it.
Sit there, all the way down.
Mama, put this bit
No,
on
this
your
is-
hair.
Okay, good.
Yes, for lean depth. That's for the
feather
water.
in your hair.
Come
Put
Yeah.
this feather in your
It's
hair.
Put this feather in your hair. Mama, put this feather in your hair. It's a little bit of a raggedy feather, isn't it? But wear it. Okay.
Put it in your hair.
Just put it in your hair. You think I'll look pretty with it in my hair?
Yep.
Yep. Watch now. Are there pokies? Watch out.
Rebekah, come here.
Yeah, there's pokey staples sticking out of there.
Rebekah.
No bare feet.
There.
Yep. In that wood, there's pokey staples sticking out.
Why do staples
That's just how they make.
Okay. All right, it is now off of the trailer, and so far it looks good. We think we might just have a couple spots maybe with scratches on it, but I have not noticed any dents or anything. For this is supposed to be dented in because this is where it drains. The water drains back in on both sides. So those little indentions are supposed to be there.
I'm gonna
And
start peeling.
we think we're gonna peel that off now.
Make sure nothing's scratched up.
Okay. I didn't know if are we supposed to leave that on till the plumber is done, or are we supposed to take it off now to check?
The only thing is, if you leave it on there, we don't know if there's scratches underneath it.
Underneath?
You know,
Okay.
and that's the.
Nice and deep, so we could wash big stuff in there.
Well,
Okay, I think that looks beautiful. And the faucet has already arrived. It's sitting there in the summer kitchen.
oh, I thought it all came off. Oh, it's gonna go to the home.
Just so you know, guys, the reason that the video that is supposed to be out today isn't out yet is because I'm out here filming this.
Because we're doing this.
Because we're doing this instead. So I like to have videos out in the morning. This is a Friday for the weekly sale ad video, and I have not posted it yet because we're dealing with big things arriving today. I am still supposed to have the cabinet for the games and puzzles is supposed to arrive today too. So they have lots of stuff going on. So we're gonna peel this stuff off, look it over, and get it stored away. I'm gonna take them on inside and show them what was done. Our builder friend is already gone for the day, so I'll just show you what he did accomplish. With the rest of the crew hanging out over here with some ducks. Oh, you did find the scratch?
We already saw it, but here it is.
Okay.
That's your impact. From where,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it is on the back side, and
It is on. Let's see. Is it visible on the front? It is a little
there
bit
is a slight.
Okay.
There's a slight.
Slight little protrusion there. I can't even tell. The sun's so bright I can't even tell what I'm filming at this point. Okay, well that's not enough for me to deal with sending it back. So that just is what it is. Okay, I'm trying to get you all inside here to show you what our builder friend was able to accomplish today. Okay, let me find lights. Oh my, it is hot outside today, guys. Here, Andrew, we've got the faucet. He was looking at the faucet there. You get that put away. Okay, so you can see, I showed you everything was moved forward. He has blocked off. It's gonna be loud because all the windows are open in here today to let it air out. He did do the sealant on this back half of the summer kitchen today, and we are not to walk on it or use it. Well, he said for several hours, but we're gonna go several days. It's the weekend, and he won't be back till Monday. So it is already lightening up. It was a dark gray when he put it on, but it is lightening up, and it's supposed to be just a natural concrete color. And when he comes back next week, he'll do this front half of the building. So until then, we're just gonna live with it this way. He did not start on the gas, running the gas line yet. It was another short day of work, And we will see what happens whenever he comes back in a couple days. Of course, now we're at the point where we will need to get the plumber out here because he will need to be putting in the sink and this is the hot water tank that will get mounted to the wall back here where we've got the outlet that's not, let's see, maybe it's right there, the outlet that's not completed just yet. So things are moving along. I think you can hear that the ducks are extremely excited about it all. So, okay, I'm gonna go on back inside at this point and try to get that video posted for you guys. So here's my apologies up front that it's late, but this is what's going on when I don't have a video up in time. I'm gonna go ahead and get this in a spot just to kind of be out of the way in a safe spot for the weekend. Yeah, I can see that little ding when the sun hits it just right there in the back. I'm gonna set it there, put a tarp over it, and it'll wait until plumber guy can come again. So.
Come on, big
Okay.
plumber guy.
You ready to go inside and eat? We had lunch heating up on the stove and had to turn everything off because the semi truck showed up. So we will go get the food
Hey, I'm gonna go up.
and go eat. Oh, you gonna climb? Show them what you can do. Lots of little feet have gone up and down this climbing dome. Got it years and years ago. This is called a climbing dome.
Why is it diamond dome?
Yes, that's just what it's called. So, you guys see the pretty sunflowers there in the back? I don't know if that shows up. The garden is just looking beautiful here lately, isn't it? Is it pretty?
And a button.
You're not falling? Here, I'll show you sunflowers real quick. And then I'm gonna head inside, get everybody fed, and get that video posted for you guys. So, pretty sunflowers. I just like the way they look. And the sweet potatoes right up here in the front. Some squash back there in the back. We've got the basil mixed in with the zinnias here. You can't see the peppers because they're being blocked by the basil, I think. But then tomatoes after that. So, all right, gotta go inside. Things to do. And the ducks immediately come up and start attacking my sink.
They know it's made for water.
They know it's made for water, yeah. That's right. Get away from my sink, you silly ducks. Look at them. They're like, put some water in this thing so we can swim in it. Rebekah saves the day. All right, Shawn's got a tarp. He's gonna get it all fixed up, protect it from vicious ducks. Then get it. Don't eat my mama's sink. All right, it'll be safe. Daddy will make it so it's safe from ducks, okay?
Yep.
Yep. Found something up in the tree.
I'm a squirrel.
You're a squirrel? Look at that. Look at that funny squirrel up in the tree. If you're looking for nuts, you're going up the wrong tree. Oh, David, you're a mess.
Who's David? Sounds like a handsome guy.
Sounds like a handsome guy, yep.
A ball.
He's a little confused sometimes.
A ball.
Good. You got a ball, yeah. I think it needs to be aired up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A girl squirrel.
Girl squirrel. You're a girl squirrel. Okay, are you hungry?
Yeah.
We need to get inside and eat something.
There's not much nuts on this tree.
Not many nuts on that tree. Nope, there's not. A new day, guys. Gonna give you a little update. I know I gave you an update after the sink showed up and all that, but I feel like there were a couple things that I didn't touch on. So if this is a repeat, I'm sorry. My brain is not holding all the things that I've already shown you guys. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you. I'm looking at one thing that I don't think I showed you guys, and then we'll look at the floor back here to see what it looks like after 2 coats of the sealant has been put on it. Okay, so I know the one thing that I wanted to show you guys was this little spot up here where that wiring didn't go in the wall and ceiling like normal. And again, I don't know why. Shawn could tell you why. This was the alternative, but it has been painted blue to kind of blend in a little bit better. And I'm not sure, I know I showed you guys that the paint was touched up around the box there and the outlet, and he did work around the air conditioning units to trim those out. That's the only thing I can think of that I may have missed. Now, this half, the back half of the room here has had 2 coats of the sealant on there, and I really think it's supposed to just be clear, but I like the way the floor is looking. It has kind of a brownish, I mean, it's still a natural, you know, gray color, but I like the way it looks. So it should be sealed at this point. Obviously, he has had it blocked off here, so we haven't walked on it all weekend long. He is due to come back today, and my understanding is, here, let me back up without tripping over anything. My understanding is that he is then going to shuffle all the stuff from this side over to the finished side and start getting the first coat on this front half of the room. I do believe he's also going to try to work on getting the gas run from the big propane tank outside to the back side of the building and into this spot here where the gas stove is going to arrive. The stove and refrigerator are due to arrive 2 days from now. So I think we kind of want to get that done, and then obviously have to have the floor finished here too, so refrigerator and stove can be scooted to their places there in the back. So all the windows are open. The stuff, the sealant did not have a smell, but he left the windows open just to, in case there was any odors of any sort. So you can hear ducks this morning. But that's where we're at, and I will come back whenever there's an update to share with you guys. Okay, things are happening now. I'm going to take you guys over there with the camera and show you what's going on. We've got a bigger piece of machinery doing some work, digging that trench out for the gas line from the propane tank to the building, and Andrew is getting to learn how to run the machine. So I thought it was neat, and he's just thrilled at this point. So let's go see what they're doing. Next day, guys, and Rebekah and I are going to come out here and give you a peek on what got accomplished yesterday. I'm trying to film this before our friend comes back to work today. Okay, can you see? He's got it X'd off here. Do not enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, oh, I'm afraid to open it up. I'm afraid to open it up here, guys. Let's see if I mess everything up. Oh, I can't open it up too much. Okay, inside here, I'm not going to enter. He's got everything moved to the back of the building, and he did the, hey guys, he did the sealant on this front portion. He came out multiple times yesterday and put multiple coats on here in the front. So at this point, the flooring should be done. He just wants to make sure it's thoroughly dried before we put anything back on there. So there's where he scooched everything to the back of the building. I'm going to try to close this back up and put it back the way I... What is it, baby? Let me go see what she's looking at. That's what she's doing. You trying to peek in the window? So I got the door closed. I couldn't do it while having the camera going, but I did manage to get it closed. So let's go around to the back of the building and show them that hole that got dug in the ground yesterday with the noisy machine. I showed you guys the machine working, and it really did not take very long at all. but they managed to get the trench dug out. You can still see some of it right here that has not been filled in yet. So it is not totally completed, but most of it is. And that's basically what got done yesterday. And I'll bring you back whenever there's more to show you. Tell everybody, say bye, guys. She says, I'm too busy playing on the pile of dirt. I'll see you guys back later on.
Mom, can you feel me being on the torch?
Those roosters, they know when I'm about to talk. So I was about to say, good morning, guys. It's a couple days have passed since I filmed the last update, and there are lots of changes there in the summer kitchen. Not everything went according to plan, and I will show you when we go inside the building here what didn't go according to plan. But nothing's too bad. It'll be okay. So we're going to head on in here to the building, and I'll show you all the good things. So obviously the floor is dry. After I'd filmed that last update, our friend came that afternoon and the flooring was dried, and he shuffled stuff kind of back in position. But since then I have received the last of these stainless steel rolling table cart things. And so this is now completed. Andrew and David put it together for me. And this is where we will put, you know, food. We will lay out food here for whenever we have gatherings. And in the bottoms of these is where, when they're cleared off and cleaned off, I'm going to put my canning supplies and all of our empty jars stacked up under there. So this is completed here. Down here, we've decided to go ahead and store folding tables here under the sink. You guys haven't seen the sink yet. It is not installed. The faucet is right here in this brown box, so the faucet's not on or anything like that. The plumber is due to come out today to look at it, to get the game plan on what else he needs to do. And I think the current plan is, you can see the back of the sink goes up higher than the trim work. I think that our builder friend is going to cut off the trim work there, so the sink will actually sit flush against the wall. You can see there's a little gap here right now. And then he's wanting to silicone to seal that up so that there's no place for water to go down. He also mentioned needing to move this outlet up a little bit higher. And then of course the faucet will go there in the, like where the blue paint is, in between the windows. So this is where we're at now. It's a nice deep, like a commercial size sink, which will be really nice whenever we're processing meat and stuff like that and needing to wash up big things. I just think it's going to be really handy having this. The plumber's also, I think, going to be in charge of putting the hot water tank mounted to the wall back there. Obviously that's not completed yet, so still things in process. The refrigerator arrived yesterday, and I had to research to try to find one that was kind of on the small side, but still gave us some space. Little things like how far the things protruded, the handles protruded there, is what I had to look for. So this one is working. Now the stove was also supposed to be delivered with the refrigerator, and it did not. Apparently it is on back order out of New York State, and they're telling me I'm gonna have to wait 2 weeks to get this gas stove that's off-grid capable. It's a specialty thing, but I was a little disappointed to not get it. Our friend did run, see the little white door thing there? That is for the gas. I had showed you he was trenching on the outside. This is where he completed the gas installation to the actual building. So it's ready for the gas stove at this point. And then this here. Guys, I got a freeze dryer. And I'm so excited. Sarah and I have so many big plans for freeze drying food and freeing up space in our freezer. It's a lot of F's. So we have it here. Its home is going to be on this wall. There's the outlet for it right there. Yeah, right there. And it's not attached just yet either. And Shawn and the boys, we're gonna build a wooden pedestal just so, you know, just the perfect height for the freeze dryer to sit. And then I will need a shelf on the underneath for the supplies, some of the freeze dryer supplies to fit under there. So that is something still in process. We've decided to put our folding chairs here back into the corner and push the couch all the way against the wall to give us some space. I'll probably somewhere down the line maybe get a little carpet, a little area rug to put right down here, but I haven't even done research on picking one out yet. I want to pick one, you know, that is durable and goes with the color scheme and stuff. The bean bags, once we get those, we're going to stack them up here in the corner here. Obviously the foosball table stays there. Oh, this mark on the wall. Some of you are probably wondering, what is the deal with that? Whenever things were being shuffled around for the floor to get sealed, this table that we're using kind of as a board game playing cards table, it was set up against the wall, and this sticky vinyl-y fabric, whatever it is stuff, when they pulled it off to move things back into their places, it just stuck to the paint and peeled it right off. So our friend is going to re-mud the drywall there and repaint it. It will be fixed. Okay, then the other thing over here, this is the game cabinet. This is a little deep freeze, and I'm going to be using this. This is the deep freeze that was inside the shop building. It's now been moved out here, and the larger deep freeze that was out here now lives in the shop building. We flip-flopped them. I do need a freezer for doing the freeze drying. You actually freeze the food. You can freeze the food prior to putting it in the freeze dryer, and it makes the freeze drying process go faster. So I needed a freezer out here that the big long trays can fit in, and this should do the job. But the game table. Here is this. And the boys built this to, actually when we did the last live stream, you guys saw a picture of David, Anna, and Abigail working on putting together our board game. So we've got just lots of games in there. You know, bigger games are in here, and then the smaller games are up in these tubs that I've bought. So we've got some games in there, card games and stuff like that. Oklahoma trivia. That's Shawn's. The rest of the family doesn't know too much about that. So lots of games in there. I was going to put puzzles out here as well, but there's just not room for puzzles. This whole cabinet is just full of games. So this is where we're at right now. Our friend is coming back today, and he talked to Shawn about what he was going to do, and I don't recall what he was going to do. So I don't know. I'll come back with the camera after he's finished working today and just see what gets accomplished. It's nearly there. There's just the little bitty things that need to be done, and it's turning into a really nice space that's going to be a really nice blessing for our family. It's a new day and time for an update. Well, Starboy came in here with me. Are you looking things over? See what you think? Get your approval? So I did not film after our friend left on Friday. I didn't film all weekend long. So I need to give you an update here. We actually used the building over the weekend. So there are games out, and popcorn was made out here for the first time, guys. So that was a lot of fun. We had all kinds of stuff that gifts have been sent by viewers, and it's been awesome. Had all the different flavors and stuff of this. So we sat out here Saturday night, I guess, and we watched a movie. We watched Herbie the Love Bug on the TV and had a really good time doing that. As far as work that has been done, what are you finding, Star? As far as work that's been done, what? He's telling me something. He came over and he remudded that spot that the table had torn up on the wall, so it'll still need to be sanded and painted. And then he worked back here on the back for the freeze dryer. He did get the other outlet that was missing. He got it put in, and then of course did some more mudding and stuff there too. Where's Starboy at? Oh, he's over there by the game table again. And I think that's about it as far as what to show you. The plumber did come. He looked things over. He has a plan in place. He's coming at the end of this week to go ahead and actually attach water to the sink and to run a drain line and a ice maker line. I don't know. Tubing for ice maker. He's going to do all that stuff, and of course get the hot water tank up there. So at the end of the week, he will be here to do that. And at this point, I need to start cleaning things. Just do a heavy duty mama cleaning. Clean all the drywall dust off of these countertop table things here. Start getting some of my canning jars cleaned up and moved out here into their homes. Cleaning up the windows. Every single one of these windows has a powder coating on it from the drywall work. So it all needs to be cleaned up. We're just at the point of cleaning things up. Oh, I will take you outside here in just a minute and show you. Shawn has built the table for the freeze dryer. It's just not painted and ready to come in here just yet, but I will take you outside and show you that before I finish videoing here. Starboy hasn't been in here before. This is his first time getting to check things out. Shawn also, yesterday, he hung the fire extinguisher here. I think we're going to get a second one to put down in the kitchen area also. So we'll have two in this lower level. And he made up a coat and hat rack to put up there for me too. So I think that's about the only stuff as far as, you know, changes to show you guys. I'm trying to get things moved in down here and figure out our system. So Star and I will leave here and we will go take you and show you that little table that Shawn is building. Now where are you going? Oh, you're under the... You silly cat. All right, guys, let's go outside. I did forget to tell you all that I've bought some things. I have some things ordered that... Sorry, guys. Sun's out. I do have some things ordered that haven't come in yet. I did find an area rug that I hope will work. It's got some different blues in it. And it's hard to tell online whether they're going to clash with the blues on the wall or what. So we'll see how that turns out. It's supposed to come in mid to end of this week too. Plus I've got some other fun stuff for the game room that I'm hoping is a good thing too. So things should be coming. I just want it to be a fun space. So I'm here where he's got the table. He's been working on painting it. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you that real quick. So this is what is going to be used for the freeze dryer. And he's got a base coat of paint on here, but it's going to need a second coat as well. And he just made this up out of scrap pieces of wood that was left over from the different projects that have been tackled here as part of this building project. So this is what the freeze dryer will end up going on. And then, like I said, I needed a shelf underneath to store the accessories and stuff. And that should work there at the bottom. Good morning, guys. It's time for another summer kitchen update. Let's see, where are those duckies at? Right there? Look at them. How can you not like that, guys? Happy ducks. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. You've got to be smiling right now, right? Okay, I hope you're smiling right now. I've got them just laying all over the yard up here. Let's see. All over the yard. Okay. Ducks distract me. Don't get distracted, Janice. Summer kitchen update. So I did not film at the end of last week because the plumber was here until after 9 o'clock at night. He stayed late working on stuff. And then we got busy with having church family over and getting the house and everything ready for that. So I did not come in here to update. I got a little chicky chick running around back there. Okay, let's come on in here. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn a fan off too, because I don't think you guys will be able to hear me with this fan running here. Let me pause and turn the fan off. All right, now it's quiet. So here's where we're at this point. As far as over here, we used the popcorn maker again. Whenever we had church family over here, it was a huge hit, and it's just been great. One thing that I don't think I've pointed out, we received 3 different popcorn poppers. All like the same size, just they varied slightly, but obviously we didn't need 3 of them. You guys are so generous to us. So what we did, 2 of the 3 came with gift receipts. So we did return 2 of them and kept the one that did not have a gift receipt. And the plan is, with the 2 that we did return, we're going to use that money to buy things for the girls' bedroom. We are going to be switching up girls' bedrooms once we get this totally checked off and done. So the money that you spent on this gift is still going to be a blessing to our family, just in a different way. And I didn't want any of the ladies that sent popcorn poppers to go, hey, that's not the one I sent. That's the reason we just kept the one that did not have a gift receipt with us. So thank you. Thank you for blessing us. We've kept, all the popcorn and everything here that we've received. We've got popcorn down here, popcorn bags. And all the seasonings, these have been super fun. The kids from our church group and stuff have really enjoyed all the different varieties of the seasonings and stuff to make their popcorn extra special. So this has been great. Okay, we also moved our stash of eggs out here just to get it off the counter for whenever we had our church family over this weekend. I've started moving empty canning jars out here because this is where they're going to live. All the empty canning jars are going to live out here. And you can see we've got some empty boxes. I think one of those boxes is empty also. So this is a process. I think Sarah is going to make curtains for all of these 4 carts here. So that will still be done too. No idea. She'll probably pick a fabric. I'll just take her to Hobby Lobby and let her pick out a fabric to use for that. The carpet, I got a carpet that came in Friday just before the weekend as we were cleaning everything up, and just for little bottoms to sit on for whenever they're playing Wii or watching a movie or whatever. So when the plumber came, the plumber put our new faucet set up on here, which I'm really, really pleased with. It is not complete just yet. So I had mentioned earlier that some of the trim work was going to be cut off and this was going to be pushed back and siliconed in. Well, the plan has changed on that again. The plumber thinks the better idea would be to just get rid of this outlet instead of moving it up. Just get rid of the outlet and take some of this trim and make like a backsplash area that goes up to maybe here or so, because this faucet has a rod that is supposed to attach and connect this to the wall for extra support. And the drywall just doesn't give much support because there's not a stud back there. So they're thinking of putting that pine trim and posting the rod into that. And then since that pine trim will be there, this can be silicone to the pine trim and there we don't have to really cut the trim there below the windows. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So he did this, and let me see. We have water. Yay! We have water out here now, but just cold water. Not hot water just yet. This is the little hot water tank down here, and you can see with the outlet back there in the back, it's not connected just yet. But water is run. He will come back later this week to finish that off. He connected the line for the ice cream. We have ice cream in the freezer. This is where we're storing all the ice cream for our ice cream social we're gonna have later in the month. But he connected the ice maker tubing as well. And we noticed last night there was a bit of a leak behind the refrigerator from that tubing. It looks like it's dried up now. Shawn put a fan on it to dry stuff out last night. That's what I had to turn off whenever I came in here. The gas stove is due to arrive later this week, and our builder friend came and got my freeze dryer set up. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? So Shawn built the cabinet. I've already shown you that. They moved the freeze dryer over here to it. This is the pump here on the side. We don't have the oil or anything in the pump yet. I've not even read the owner's manual. I've not attempted to use the thing, but it's here. And I will use it at some point. I need other things to slow down first. Everything in its own time. I did go to Walmart and I bought little things like a trash can for out here and the broom. What else did I get? I feel like I bought something else for out here, but now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I bought a little trash can for the sewing room. Maybe that's what it was. But the other thing that happened on Friday is Pac-Man arrived. And children's faces when this showed up was just awesome. So it's an arcade game, but it's got 14 it's got like 5 or 6 different types of Pac-Mans on there and stuff like that. So the children from our church group really had a good time playing that. It was so much fun. I had kids here at the table with some board game stuff going on, and Pac-Man game being played, and foosball being played, and the Wii system going with kids sitting on the couch, eating the popcorn and doing all the stuff. It was just a really fun, it made me happy to see all the kids out here playing all that stuff together. So we mounted our intercom that we use to communicate with. I don't know if I showed you the fire extinguisher, and Shawn put up the little coat rack. Oh, the clock. That's what else I bought at Walmart. I bought a little clock to put in here. That was the thing. So it's just coming together. Little bit by little bit is all that's left. But I don't know if our builder friend is coming out today or not. Hopefully he does. He did fix, remember the blue paint was messed up here from where the table had stuck to it. He fixed that. He touched up the paint back here behind the freeze dryer outlet, got it all prettied up. So that's all done down there because that needed to be touched up. The drywall was showing there. He's just doing the little bits. But here's where we are. And we'll see what else gets done the remainder of this week. By the end of this week, hopefully I have hot water in here and a fully mounted faucet and a gas stove. So it's just about done. Time for another update, guys. So I'm gonna take you first off over here to the freeze dryer because I did finally do some work with it. I've got it filled up with oil, the pump over there, and ran my first batch through the freeze dryer. The instructions say the first batch needs to be bread, and the bread is specifically put in there not to be eaten, but to absorb like all the mechanical odors and whatnot. Think new car smell, something like that, to absorb those odors. So I had shown you in a recent once a month grocery haul video that I bought a cheap loaf of bread and that was for this. So we're not eating this. This has been freeze dried and it's just been sitting back out here. Probably just throw it out to the chickens. So I do need to get rid of that, wash these trays up, and I'm hoping today to get my next batch going in that freeze dryer, and that's going to be our eggs. So we will see how this goes. I've been trying to research it so I don't mess anything up. But so the freeze dryer is functional. Since I gave you the last update, the hot water tank has been connected. We have an official outlet down there. It was just a hole in the wall before. So we now have hot water and cold water out here. And I'm starting to move some things out here. I got a, just a dish soap thing and moving some hand towels and washcloths and things out here. Just little by little seeing what do we need to keep out here. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. We don't have anything done with this part of the faucet to the wall completed yet, but my gas stove did come in. So I'm really, really pleased with it. I like the way it looks. It is not hooked up to the gas just yet. Our builder friend has not made it out here yet to go ahead and do that for us, but I am looking forward to using it. We're looking forward to getting canning things out here. Sarah is canning more chicken today in the house, and boy, it would be nice to be out here getting that kind of stuff done as well. I think, there is one other thing. The other thing over here that I have gotten in, I may have mentioned earlier that I wanted to get bean bags for extras to sit here while we watched movies. But as I looked them over, I thought they'd be too big for storing here. Oh, that's the karaoke machine. That's been brought out here also. So instead of bean bags, I found these floor chairs online on Amazon, and I've gone with 3 of these floor chairs. They just bend in half and they make little seats for children to sit in here on the floor while the family's watching a movie. So I'm pretty sure that's it for this update. Hopefully the next one is a gas stove going and freeze dryer running constantly. It's a new day, guys, and this is the final update. It's wild to think that we are at this point. Sorry guys, I am stepping strategically out here because it's a little bit muddy and I'm trying to miss the muddy spots. It is hard to believe that we were at the point to where this is the final update, but I'm going to step inside and I'm going to show you guys the inside of the summer kitchen. And it is done. Well, not done. It is done to the point, oh, let me see. Let me spin around. Can you see the mama duck and her 4 little babies there? I hope you can see that. So anyway, it's done enough to where I'm going to show you it. I'll tell you the few little odds and ends that are still going to be done, but it's not enough to make a whole another update video on. Let's go on inside and see what there is to see. Here we are. This is it, the inside of the summer kitchen. What has changed since the last update that I gave you all? So everything is the same over here. I've already shown you all of this. Popcorn, everything is all the same. More things have been moved in down here underneath. More canning jars, more food processing items have been moved out here. The manual grain mill is there in the back. This strainer, it's a food mill also for more than just tomatoes. We received that as an awesome gift. So that is out here as well. And I've moved my dehydrator out here. It's just gonna live out here now. Did a load of banana chips in it recently. So much easier having it out here. It takes up, it's pretty large, so it takes up a lot of countertop space in my kitchen whenever we're using it in the house. So I like it out here. This is with those the floor chairs that I had shown you in an earlier video. This is how they sit up. They have like, what, several different positions that you can either lie flat or at a big incline, a big recline, or straight upright. So kids have enjoyed using those. Coming on down the way here, all my eggs. Remember that big lineup of eggs? They have all either been freeze dried or they are currently in the freezer ready to be freeze dried. So it's nice to have those gone. The shelf, did I show you guys the shelf earlier? Andrew ended up building the shelf for the DVD player, the Wii system, and then all the accessories there. So that was a good project that he did. Okay, over here on the sink, I needed to show you guys the faucet being mounted to the wall. You can see it there. So this is how it ended up. This is that trim piece that is now being used kind of like a backsplash or whatever. And so the faucet is now complete up there. It has been siliconed in. I don't know if you can see the little shiny bead there. It's been siliconed in. I brought some hand soap out here. Washing these trays up, this is what the banana chips were on. They've not been washed up just yet. Washing them in my kitchen sink was such a pain because these are so big. Washing them in this sink is just going to be so nice. So we've got that available to us now. I bought a paper towel holder, just little things like this that we've done. I've got our cleaner for the countertops, just the diluted vinegar cleaner. Got my fly swatter hung up. One of the things still coming, okay, the broom here. I bought one of those fancy, hanger things, and it's gonna hang up here. It's got one of those wall mountable hangers. It's supposed to come in later this week, so that will still happen. I'd mentioned earlier, curtains on these 4 big rolling carts. We will get, I'm thinking some blue and white gingham, some small print blue and white gingham that matches the wall color is what I'm currently picturing. Now we'll see if that's available or not. I may have to change my mind, but that will still come about. As far as the refrigerator goes, I've bought these little tubs. I got these at Dollar Tree, and I have just our regular and wide mouth rings for canning. And then in the back, there's some extra lids, some extra flats. The gas stove is functional, so I'm having to learn how to use the thing. I'm not familiar with a gas stove, but it does work now. And this is totally non-electric. It is not plugged into an electrical outlet at all. There is a battery there that helps it to ignite. And then of course it's gas. It's a gas stove. So this is not dependent on electricity whatsoever. I did purchase this is a rolling island cart that I did get off Amazon. Here, let me pull it out. It's on wheels, so we can move it around if we do need to use it in other areas here. But this is a space that I'm going to be moving in. I have some silverware in here, some hot pads, some things to set hot things on. These were a gift also. These are going to live out here in the summer kitchen. And then I'm slowly moving things out here. A thing of vinegar for canning, some bowls, just some things that I'm pulling out of the house and using out here instead. Our builder friend came back and he put in this faucet off of, so this is the wood cook stove. And part of the wood cook stove is it has the water reservoir on the back of it where the wood heat will heat up water at the same time. And this faucet system was not on here yet. That was still one of the tasks, and he did get that put in. So once that's filled with water, you open it up there with the handle and you can access hot water. I have started moving things in to this shelf that Miss Lisa sent us a long time ago. We did put our canners down here on the bottom. So Miss Debbie had sent some really cute curtains a while back. I'm currently thinking of trying to use them on this, the bottom part of this. So that is something for in the future. And these baskets here, I got at Dollar Tree. These are for canning lids. We've got our nice funnel set that was gifted to us. I bought a vacuum sealer for jars, and it's gonna live out here. And I'm slowly moving things into these little drawers here. Things I will use for canning and freeze drying and all that kind of stuff. So we're moving into that area there. Here, let me grab a new battery real fast. Okay, new battery. I had boys bring me a new battery out here. All right, guys, they're gonna head back out. We got places to go today. What else do I need to show you then? Oh, one other thing I'm gonna get, I've never used one of these, one of those little screw in the wall magnets, and you put your big knives up there. I'm thinking about mounting that right up here and just have, you know, a couple of butcher knives and a couple of knives for cutting up meats and, you know, things, whatever we're preserving. So that's on the to-do list. This was fixed. I'd mentioned this before, that our builder friend, this was one of his projects, and I had shown where it was bashed up a little bit up there. He put that stove paint on there, and it looks really, really nice. Can't even tell. I think it turned out really well. Another thing on the to-do list is to fire up the wood cook stove. We have not done that yet, and I admit I am a bit nervous. It's a very new experience for me. So I've run the freeze dryer several times. I did that bread run that I showed you. I did a batch of eggs. I've done a batch of yellow squash, yellow crookneck squash, lemon squash, and I did another batch of eggs, and then I've had issues with my freeze dryer. So this is still hanging in the air. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm going to try to contact the company this week. I'm thinking there may be a problem with that pump. So I don't know. Here, let me show you when we drained the oil out of the pump. This is the filter. Do you see how much water was in there mixed in with the oil? So I'm concerned about that, and I'm not running my freeze dryer until I can get to the bottom of what's going on. I don't want to tear anything up. So this is on pause for right now, which bothers me, but I can't think of anything else to show you. This is it, guys. This is what you all helped our family with. This is the house that was built by YouTube, because all of this stuff, a lot of it was gifts sent by you guys, but the stuff that was not gifts was things that we used money that was earned doing YouTube for. And that's a big deal for us. So I thank you very, very much. So that is the end of the video. The very, very, very long finale of the summer kitchen video. If you have hung out with me for this long, thank you, because this may have been the longest video that we've ever done. I'm not sure, but thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for coming along with us. Thank you for supporting our family and helping us get to this point to where this massive project is finally done. As far as what is next, I've already told you guys, the YouTube money that we make does not go towards our living expenses at all. Shawn's paycheck goes towards that. All the money has gone towards the summer kitchen. Now that that's completed, we're going to work on paying off our house, paying off our property. That's what your support of our family's YouTube channel does. It's going to help us to pay off our property. And I got a hair in my mouth. Sorry guys, it's going to drive me crazy. I've already submitted an extra payment towards principal. It's huge, guys. It's huge. We're also going to work on getting the girls' bedrooms finished out now that this is done. But that's not something, that's not going to be a big spending project. It's just little things here and there. But that's what's coming up now that the summer kitchen is finished. So appreciate you guys very, very, very much. If you enjoyed the video, please do the thumbs up. Double check you are subscribed. And if you could share our family's channel, we're getting close to 30,000 subscribers. It'll be a big milestone, and we would appreciate it very, very much. So we will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.